everybody, welcome back to J or Budgets, and welcome to week 3 of November. This is recorded, I think a week in advance, because I'm currently in Lanzarote, but I did want to stuff money, and I also wanted to stuff my travel and my spending for next week when I will be back. So without further ado, so I've taken my spending money from, like, say, this current week, the current week that you're watching this, and I also have I don't know what I have left of that yet, so I'm just going to pop that out of the way, and I'm also just going to put my laptop on mute because someone is messaging me. Just give me 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, put that on mute. So cash stuffing. So let's see what I have this week. I'm also starting a new Jesus, nearly knocked all that. I'm also starting a new challenge this week. So €50 in a placeholder, €5 in coins, and then I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 200, 220, 240, and then that €50 placeholder. So it's €290 that is going into the binders this week. I also have this, which was the Go Budget Boo travel money, and also the week off this studio. So I finished that last week, so haven't unstuffed it yet, but I have to take some of it out because I have bought some bits. So I booked December, I booked Barcelona. So I'm going to go there for 2 nights, 3 days. In December, so my flight was €30 or €32 or something, and then the hotel was 150 for 2 nights. So which I thought was really, really reasonable. But I've paid 130 of that at the moment, or 139, and then like 11 has to be paid when I get there, which is like the city tax. So without further ado, getting into week 3's cash stuffing. So technology this week is getting €10. So it has 150 in the bank already, and then it has 10, 20, and 30. So that is €180 in technology. Eating out, at the moment it's getting 10, and it already has 100, 10, 20, 30, 35. But that could be reduced depending on what I spent in Lanzarote. So 135 in eating out. Health is getting €5 this week. So 5, 10, 15 plus 150 in the bank. So that's 165 in health. Cats is going to get €10. So that has 100 in the bank already, and then 20, 40, 50, 60, 65, so 165 in cats. And yeah, you heard last week, or in the video, when one of the cats knocked an iPad, so it's been working since. Nobody noticed that it was knocked or dropped or anything, and there's no scratches or cracks or anything, so I didn't open my mouth. I said nothing to nobody, and yeah, the less people know, I won't get in trouble. Anyway, clothing is not getting anything, and it has $250. So I keep getting emails about like Black Friday sales as well. So I might get something for a Black Friday for myself. I don't know, clothing wise. I got loads when I was in Canada, so don't really feel like I need anything at the moment. Appliances is going to get 5. So this has 5, 10, 15, 25, and 35 this week. So, but yeah, how's everyone getting on? I am hoping, as I said, this is pre-recorded, so I'm hoping that when I am in Lanzarote, the weather is nicer than what it is here. So currently it is like really dull and dark, and like it's starting to rain, and it's just miserable. So hoping it gets better. Anyway, books is not getting anything, but it has 10, 15, and 20 at the moment. So I will leave that for a while. I might like try fully fund that in the new year maybe. But for now, it's not one of my priorities. Gifts is also not a priority at the moment. It has 110, with 100 of that being in the bank. So again, not a massive priority. Christmas is my priority, which I'm hoping to get finished today. Well, not hoping, I will get finished today. Home is is going to get 5. So that has 5, 10, 15, and 20. So 35 in home. And haircut is getting 5 this week. But I also need to take out 25. So I'm adding in 5. I need to take out 25, and that needs to go back to the bank. So I'll put that back there. So that now has 25, which is another one. And then subscriptions was fully funded last week, so that's not getting anything. Work gifts fund is also not getting anything. Nights out is not going to get anything, but that may be gone, depending on what I spend in Lanzarote. And then saving for a treat, I am going to add in €10 this week. So I can cross off 2 more of these, 1 and 2, and then add in 10. So that has 100 in the bank, and then 10, 20, 30, 35. So 135. So yeah, again, this could be spent at the moment, depending on what I spend in Lanzarote. But I don't think it'll be that much, because I know things are like relatively like very, very reasonable over there. Like a pint is like 150 to €2, and like a cocktail is like 4 or 5, and then dinners could be like anything up to like 10, 15 euro. And where I'm staying as well, I'm staying half board, which I didn't realize until recently, because I think it was cheaper when I booked it to book half board than like whatever, just bed. So yeah, not complaining there. Home is going to get 20. So this now has 20, 40, 60, and then 1,500 and 600. So 1,660 in home. So that is that one done. Moving on then to the monthly challenges. So this one is going to get €20. So I can add that in and take out 2 more of these. I need to give this a second, because last week I destroyed myself. A bit of waft. Isn't that noise like really satisfying? Anyway, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So 1 more week left to go on that, and that will be done. And then I'll be able to move on to Christmas, the December one, which, yeah, amazing. All right, moving on then. So for my sinking funds and challenge binder, so I am starting off. I can't wait to start this one, the Hoot Loot. Maybe I'll come back to it later if I have anything left over. But for now, I'm working on rock, paper, scissors. So I need to find my dice. And I give myself 20, 40, 45, and 50. And I roll this, and depending on where things go, so that is paper, which is 10. So let's go again. Paper again, another 10. Okay, so that's 20, and I'm going to chance rolling 1 more, and watch me get stung with scissors. Oh, it's rock, 25, amazing. So I'm going to leave it at that. So 25 going in here now. To rock, paper, scissors, and 5 there. So that has 200, 400 in the bank, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, 40, 60, 80. 480 euro in rock, paper, scissors. So that can go into here, and I'm just looking for a cash envelope if I have one spare, which I do. I don't. I do. No, I don't. This is one without a zip. So what I'm going to do is, because I want to, for travel, start the pixel perfect. So let's go 10, 15, and the coins. So I'm going to take this out. These were all completed ones. So I'll just leave that there. And I'm know that that's completed. So I can add this here. And this is going to be the new travel saver. So I'm rolling a dice, 6-sided dice, and that'll determine how many of these I do. So, and again, thank you to Chloe who sent me this challenge for free. So 1. I feel like I need more than 1 to start off. So let's roll again. So that's 2 and 5, 6. So 12 in total, which means I have 8 for travel for the week, which is actually fine because I'm only in the office once. So that should be fine. Actually, no, twice. So that'll be grand. I'll leave that there. So that's fine. So I need to do 6 of these. So bear with me. And let's do. So I'm going to do... I don't know what I want to do. Do I just do them in lines or do we numbers first? I'll do this 4 here anyway. And these 2. So I need number 3, which is this color. So I actually there's one here. This is probably going to really annoy people that the, what you call it, I'm not going to take them in order, but that's fine. So 2, 3, oh, get down, you bastard, and 4. Oh my god. I'm doing that really like concentrated face thing where my mouth is like wide open right now. So number 2. So I'll take one of these if I can. This is so much harder than it looks. Okay, so that's, oh my god. And then number 1, so one of these. And if anybody asks, I'm just picking whatever the easiest one who plops up. Plops? The right word? Pops. There we go. So when I'm like folding it back, whatever one pops up, that's what I'm taking. So yeah, Pixel Perfect. It got €12 this week. So just pop those back there. And yeah. Pop that in here. Okay, so I do have extra challenges in here that were Happy Mail, so I'm not going to start them yet, but Aquarius is going to be for my birthday, which I'll start very soon. So for Glow Up Your Savings, Boost 2025, so that is going to get 15 this week. So I'm going to add that in here. And cross off 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3. Which means I have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80. And yeah, 80. Which means I have €20 left. And that has 115 in the bank already. This one was finished... This was finished last week, so not sure what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to take it out for now and add it. I'm going to add all of these to one. And I will decide what to do with them at the end of this video. Funhouse Diamonds this week is 25. So 20 and 5. So let's add that in. Oh my god, this just doesn't want to work. So let's go and color in this one. That has 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85 and 100. So 185 in Funhouse Diamonds. And then that is it for this binder. These are just some of the other challenges that I do have. So the Emerald 350 scratch card, the wildcard scratch off, random scratch off, and the solo scratch off. So that's that binder done. Moving on to travel, and I'm going skipping most of these and going to India, and India is getting 50, so that now has 550, 650 euros in India. And what have I left? I have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 euro left. So let's go into Christmas and we shall complete it. So that is the last one. So there should just be one more 15 left. Where are you? Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 15 euros going into Christmas, which now means Christmas is completed. Look how thick it is in the end. Like, I remember it was like really thin at the start, but that is 1,000 euro in Christmas. It has now been completed, so I will unstuff that during the week. But let's have a look and see. So I have 15 euro left, so I'll keep 5 out for now and put 10 euro in here, and that means I can complete another row. Get in. That is another row on that done. So what have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows done. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rows left. So I feel like I've done loads, but I feel like I'm so far away left in that one. And then 5 euro, I'm going to actually throw it in here to passport to success. And which means I can complete this part. So that is that done, and next time I will be moving on to the baggage claim. And each one, again, is going to be a £5. So that's all the money done for this week. So let's throw that into passport to success for now anyway. Which means I have 50, 100 in the bank, and then 5, 10, 20. So 120 in passport to success. So let's see what we do with this money here. So this was a mix of 2 challenges that I had completed. So let's see. So placeholders, it has 150. You can tell I'm absolutely winging this, can't you? So placeholders has 200 actually. And then they're all the challenges that we completed. So this was Team Stefan, the I'm rooting for you, spill the tea, coffee, fill the pot, cold, smooth and tasty, and adventure time. So in total, that saved. So we had 100, 200 in placeholder, so 200 in the bank, and then 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 295 euro. So what I need to do immediately is take out 150 for my hotel for when I go to Barcelona. So I'm going to put that in the back to bank over here. And my flight was 30 euro, so that can come out as well. And then the bus to the airport was, did I take that right? Yeah, sorry, the bus to the airport was 40. So that's that. So this is what I'm left to play with. So I am going to put 50 into, I think I'll go to